Hey, why don't women need to wear a watch? Because there's a clock on the stove. Get it? It's funny because it's sexist. Anyway, welcome to Gender Mythbusters. My name is Mari, and we're going to talk about how men and women are really not that different. So last time we talked about some of the truths about boys and girls. We're pretty similar in a lot of aspects. I feel like in the media, a lot of content that we take in wants us to believe that men and women are extremely different. Like, have you guys seen a sitcom lately? Like Friends, The Big Bang Theory. If you're like me, you found it super hilarious, really enjoyable. You were like, my gosh, those sexist jokes are so funny. And obviously no one would really believe that, right? Wrong. I know what's in it. And it's hilarious. But unfortunately, I probably was taking in a lot more than I thought I was about gender stereotypes. Let's take the Big Bang Theory. There's a girl scientist. No, there's 2 girl scientists. It can't be that bad. A little bit deeper into this. And they found that even though there's 2 female scientists portrayed in the Big Bang Theory, it might seem that it promotes, tearing down gender stereotypes. But under the surface, they're still pressured to fit the gender norms that exist in today's world in order to be liked.
Amy, I'm fine.
You don't have to be strong for me. Now let's talk about Priya, that man-stealing bitch.
What?
In situations like this, best girlfriends are often catty about the other woman.
Think about it. They both marry men that openly talk about the inferiority of women. In many scenes, they feel the need to become more sexy in order to get something they want from their partners. That doesn't scream gender neutrality to me. Like, literally, don't even get me started on The Office. Again, a surface level viewing is like, oh, they're talking about the differences between men and women. They're bringing it to light so that we all know how ridiculous it is. But another group of scientists found that underneath, the funny little jabs that don't seem to take themselves too seriously, they found that the lack of consequences in response to blatant sexism, people weren't getting in trouble when they made sexist comments, and it was just laughed off.
Oh man, you should order milk. Get it? Why do I like Hooters? Well, I will give you 2 reasons, the boobs and the hot wings.
So that doesn't really enforce, let's do something about it. It's more like, this is here and it's silly, but that doesn't mean we should do something about it. So it's not very helpful. And if that still isn't enough, a content analysis of pornography found that nearly 90% of porn scenes contain aggressive acts toward women. So it's really everywhere once you know where to look. You may be wondering why this matters. In all truthfulness, I used to consider myself an anti-feminist because I thought we were all equal, and I thought it was silly to keep pushing this. Things have gotten so much better, gender inclusivity all around. But unfortunately, no. Gender stereotypes are alive and well according to tons of researchers' analyses. Also, studies show that people who watch shows that portray rigid gender norms like The Office or Friends have been found to show more adherence to gender stereotypes. So to break that down, it means if you or I watch a ton of these shows, we might think that we don't really believe it, but we believe it more than someone who doesn't watch those shows. And the itty-bitty slights about girls' inadequacies and the casual jokes about men only wanting sex, they can actually change the way that we think and the way that we act. Little things like sitcoms can enforce masculinity, increase acceptance of gender norms, and encourage young kids to internalize harmful stereotypes about themselves and other people. So if you think it's all just fun and games, at this point, research shows that it goes a lot deeper. Listen, if you're thinking that this wasn't an issue, honestly, it makes sense. That doesn't mean that we can't become more aware now. Go ahead, I want you to look around at your world, at your favorite shows, and I want you to see, how do they approach gender issues? Do they laugh it off? Does somebody actually get called out when these things happen? What's really going on, and what is it making you think and believe? Once we look around and we're able to see all the reality that is in our world about gender stereotypes and hurtful gender norms, we're going to be able to make a change. So stay tuned for the next video about that.